I don't like that Johnson is so close to you.
I don't apologize for that either. He worked for your dad, in case you didn't know.
My dad never trusted him.
Your father never had to. I was the one doing all the heavy lifting. You have a beef, I handle it. You got a problem, Sam, Clarence Johnson, you come to me. That's how it's done.
No, it's not how it's done. It's my campaign.
And this is my city.
Would you love to remind people?
All I'm trying to tell you is that I know this kind of campaigning is new to you. It's not long distance, like running for the state assembly. Campaigning for City Hall is much more personal. Here, you get to look your opponent in the eye practically every day, and you better be prepared to hurt him, because he's out to hurt you. That's my kind of world, Ron. And Clarence Johnson is a weapon at your disposal.
If he has to be around, I want a wall 10 feet thick between him and me.
Fine.
I don't want to see him at all.
Sure, I understand.
No, I need to make sure you do. Okay, because I'm going to run a clean campaign. The people need to know I'm something different.
Different from me, is that it?
That's not what I meant.
Clean campaign, you said something different, seems pretty clear.
No, you've drawn the wrong.
Enlighten me.
You run things from the top down, Frank. You sit in your office, the people never see you. They just see the results of the decisions you make. Some good, some bad. I'm just saying.
Go on.
I plan to be a hands-on mayor. The people will see me. I'm going to be in the streets, visiting the churches, the community centers, the local precincts, talking to the people, being where the people can talk to me. What I was in my campaign, that's what I will be in City Hall if I win.
When you win, I tell you this though, you give the people that kind of access and you'll never get anything done. And stop idealizing the people. The people don't care about a damn thing but taking care of themselves.
I can't think like that and run for office, Frank.
You better. That the people shit sounds good when you're young, see that the truth out there leading the march. Sounds great when you're giving a speech to the same people about how to make their lives better, but they are fickle and selfish and will turn on you in a minute. Wait until the day comes, you decide to do the right thing, the moral thing. You need them to put up with a sacrifice or put up with some kind of inconvenience. Hope you know how to teach a political science course at the community college, because that's what you're gonna be doing after next election. The people shit.
From your point of view, I should be thinking about
Doing what's necessary.
Well, I don't want to be mayor just for the sake of being mayor.
But here you are, talking to me and listening. You're intelligent, you're ambitious, you're a young black man in America that's still a liability.
No, I don't believe that.
Oh yeah, read the paper sketch.
No, you really don't. Our people are everywhere. CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, astronauts. We even had ourselves a black president.
If that's what you're gonna hang your hat on, then you can't win any argument with me or any other clear-thinking brother and sister out here on the block. That black CEO or Negro in the White House don't mean a damn thing, Ron.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I don't understand why you
I'm
even
a
do
wicked
it.
shepherd leading a lonely flock of us a wilderness we don't control. I have to learn to think and do what I have. And what do I have? I have my body and my mind. Now you're a young black man, Ron. You got to learn how to turn that black powerlessness into black power that works for you. You got to learn how to be the brother who creates a way out of no way. That's what black politicians do. We shape, we manipulate, we cajole, we harangue, we pester, we scratch, and we claw until we create something out of nothing, like this dead city. Who knew it would be a platform into the governorship? Now it's your turn. You either climb up on that platform or you stay down on the ground looking up at whoever grabbed the brass ring you pushed away. Either way, the choice is yours. And you better make sure you make the right one. There's no second act in black life.
Ebony! Ebony! Make sure the kids have their dinner. What? No, your homework can wait. Do like I tell you. Have you seen Marie? He said he'll be here by now. Well, where is he? As if I didn't know. Lord have mercy. Ebony, tell LaRonda to stay out of Malik's stuff. All of y'all kids stay out of there. You're going to get it from me. You hear? Just stay out. Ebony, I need to make a phone call. Keep an eye on the children. And when we get here, you tell him not to go nowhere. I need to talk to him. I don't care. Tell him. Sharice? Yeah, it's me. Girl, Malik done got himself a gun. No, I saw it. See, I knew it was gonna happen sooner than later, but I just hoped. I can. What you mean your boy got one? They both work for King Supreme. If Malik got one, you can be damn sure your boy got one too. They got to have one. That's just how it is. I know I ain't got to tell you that. These people out here is crazy. See, some got guns because they selling drugs. Some got guns they scare drug dealers. Some got guns they scare their husbands. Some got guns they scare their kids. Girl, everybody got a gun. I told Malik to keep it out of the house. Yes. You know, one of the younger kids get their hands on it thinking it was a toy. Yes, it happens every day. Don't you read the papers? See, these boys is grown before their time. They ain't listening to us. Your boy listen to you? Yeah, see? See, I do what I can with Malik, but he got his own mind now. He too big for me. No. Last time I tried to hit him with the strap, he just looked at me and laughed. I'm serious. Laughed. Said, Mama, go on with that mess. I ain't no baby. Girl, he was 11 and already as tall as me. Now he's 15 and got a gun. I thought so too. Till he pistol whipped some crazy fool who tried to grab Anthony on the street. Yeah, he watches over all of us. And don't nobody mess with us neither because they know Malik is somewhere nearby. Yeah, that is a hell of a lot more than his damn daddy ever did. You know, see, I'm scared for Malik. And I ain't scared for him at the same time. You know what I mean. No, Sharice, I can only fight so many battles. No, see, Malik has made his choices. His life is what it is now. No, I still got Ebony, LaRonda, Jamil, plus my sister's 2 kids and my cousins too. No, see, I'm gonna do the best I can to get each one through it. All good. How they like turn out after that, it's gonna be up to them. No, that's all I can ask. That's all I can do.
We had a deal.
I made no commitment. I only said that we would talk. Listen, this is not an easy conversation to have.
But you're having it.
I just think it's time that we moved in another direction.
There is no other direction. I'm the strongest candidate out there. We both know that.
It's just not the kind of strength this state needs. Not anymore.
That's rich as hell coming from the likes of you.
Frank, I'm just as old school as you are. I'll admit it. And maybe under a different set of circumstances, you would have been governor long before me. But the past is the past, and that's where the both of us belong.
For you maybe, but now it's my turn.
You're out, Frank. I'm sorry.
I've done everything this party asking me. Taking shit with a smile on my face for years. I sat in that city hall seat for 16 years, running a city you downstate people tried your best to drain the life out of, waiting for this moment, and now you got a nerve to stand there and tell me.
Why don't you get over yourself? You're not the only one in this room who's hit you in the face by the old boys club.
Oh, you got a lot of nerve, Miss Ann. Going on third base, and because you score, you think you hit a home run.
Okay. What you gonna do? Call the press? Stage a rally on the steps of City Hall? Get some of those pastors you got in your back pocket to preach how you're a victim of the state capitol? The great black voice, unjustly still, by the cruel hand of white political caprice? Do you think that's how you're gonna get in the governor's mansion?
I'm not worried about the racial thing. I'm gonna get that nomination, and it will be all the sweeter because I'll get it in spite of you. So go ahead, put your hand on Shannon's shoulders or Swanson. I don't care. They don't scare me. I'm gonna erase them, and I'm going to erase you.
And I'm going with Ronald Drayton.
Drayton, he's one of mine.
Not after I've given him the only thing you can't.
Oh, you just killed that kid's political future. My people are not gonna throw me over for the likes of him.
Maybe they'll think that at first. But eventually they're going to look at that squeaky clean young man and then they're going to take a second look at you. And maybe some of the people will think, Drayton's not so bad after all. Handsome, young, black man, a beautiful wife, pretty young kids. The media is going to love them. And I wish you could see the look on your face. You know I'm telling the truth.
That little punk don't scare me. I've forgotten more about politics than he'd ever learned.
Yeah, well, that's why you're going to take this deal, Frank, because you are a smart politician. Times are changing. Look, search your heart on this one, Frank. Yeah, well, if you can't do that, make a few phone calls. See how much support remains once the word gets out that I've gone for Ronnie Drayton.
I'll see him in hell first. I'll see you all in hell.
I didn't say stab you in the back. The governor made me an offer and I accepted.
You don't have the apparatus or the connections I have. How do you expect?
I got the governor and her people. Even the National Party headquarters wants in on this.
For you.
I guess they like my dirty drawers.
Boy, you got your head so far up their ass you couldn't see straight, but somebody lit a match and showed you the way out.
Look, you want to go against the governor? Be my guest. But I don't have to stand here and listen to this bullshit. Not anymore.
You're not one of us. You're just one of those high and mighty Ivy League Negroes who don't know shit. You never had to run anything in your whole life. You never had to be responsible for anything or make a decision about anything worth anything. There were people like me who did the heavy lifting. We're the ones who got shot. We got spit at. We got pushed back. We parted the goddamn clouds for you kids to bask in the sun. And this is our payback, watching you hit your stars to the very people we've been fighting all our lives.
You got violins to go along with that speech?
You crazy? You better find something to do with those hands, or you'll be dead before God gets the news.
Yeah, figures. When all else fails, the thug comes out.
Don't tell me you're just finding that out.
I can't be like you, Frank.
Right, so you betrayed me.
My father told me that Melissa asked you if you knew what kind of governor you wanted to be. And either you couldn't or you wouldn't answer the question. That stuck with me, Frank. Because if you couldn't answer the question then, was there ever a time when you could? And if you wouldn't, then what the hell kind of person have we been admiring for all these years? There's got to be a better way.
That way is you.
It sure as hell ain't you.
You see what all that comes to. Everything you own won't belong to you. Your political apparatus, the people that come to work for you, your media people will all belong to the governor. Oh yes, don't even think otherwise.
And things would have been different had I stayed with you. Because after all, as you reminded me multiple times, this is your city.
Where you were born and raised, where everybody loves your father, everybody knows you will vouch for you. I gave you a center of power.
I need my own center of power, Frank, no matter how imperfect.
That question Melissa asked, you think my reaction to it reveals some lack of understanding or conviction? I don't believe you. I've always understood how power really works. And that's all that matters. I spent years in the struggle, and I helped bring our people to political relevance in this state, and that's something I'm very proud of. Martin Luther King had the dream, but it was my generation that was responsible to make that dream work for our people. That's what I did, and I stand by that.
No, Frank, no. Something is missing. Our leadership is floundering. What do we stand for? What is our purpose? What is our vision? Something has to matter more than just clinging to power. You don't even know what to do anymore except cling to power. You tell yourself you're doing it for the people, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you can barely remember the ideals that precisely drove you.
I want to see where your vision takes you when the people in your party come to test you. I want to see how far your righteousness gets you when the governor shows up to collect that pound of flesh. You most definitely will owe. This is the 31st century, kid. New game, new rules.
Talk to Efren Rodriguez about running for mayor. Get him on your side. More black folks are moving to the suburbs every year. It's the Latinos' turn now. Efren's a good man. You helping him move up, that'll be good for your legacy.
You're not going to change your mind about running for governor.
Not a chance, Frank. There's nothing you can do. No one you can call. Goodbye.
Well, I'll be damned.
How are you, Zach?
Still kicking. Sit yourself down. Melissa all right?
She sends her love.
Thank you for me.
I miss you, my man.
Yeah. Hear about Ron, huh?
He won't listen to me, Zach. I was hoping you'd talk some sense into him.
I don't talk sense to my son anymore, Frank. He's a grown man. He makes his own sense.
How come you let him do this to me?
Now, wait just a minute.
Ron is about to undo everything I've built. Everything we've built over the years, everything we stood for is put in jeopardy by this young man's rash actions. Now, I know he's your son, Zach, but can't you see he's stepping out too far, too soon, and with the wrong people?
There was a time when people said the same thing about us.
They were wrong then. I'm right now.
Ron senses something, Frank. It may make him uncomfortable as hell, but he knows it's something he's got to do.
What the hell could he possibly know? His whole political career, he's been pushed along. What to do, what to think, when to act, when to keep his mouth shut, whose ass to kiss, whose ass to kick. He's only known what we've allowed him to know, and now he's supposed to sit down and believe that he can think for himself?
That's the only way you ever viewed my boy, that you with the mistaken ideas, not Ronald.
I'll break him, Zach. I swear to God, I'll break him.
You won't even touch him.
You better think again. I'm fighting for my political life here.
You're in the autumn of your life, Frank, and I'm nearing the end of mine. Things begin to get real clear if you let
I
them.
was in the hospital with you when that boy came into the world. I'm his godfather.
Then let him grow. Don't stand in his way.
You say these things now because he's your flesh and blood, but that doesn't make his move any true or right.
So what's so right about you being governor? And what's so right about you wanting to treat my son like a puppet on strings?
Ron
You be bullied.
would have needed me. He would have needed my wisdom, and he would have needed my experience.
I didn't raise my boy to be like you or me. Sure, wallowed in the gutter, and I had your back on some pretty tough deals we dished out. But I knew what I was getting into, and I knew why. I've come through some shit in my time. Maybe that's why I'm rotting from the inside now. I want better for Ron.
Talk him out of this, Zach. Our people don't need this fight. Not now.
Oh, so now it's about us being race men.
Everything we do is about the race.
Accept this moment for what it is.
No, I'll be through. I'll be done in this state. I might as well go home and blow my brains.
Now stop it, Frank. Just stop it. Take a step back. Listen to what you're saying. Think about what you're saying.
I'm not going to be a punk. And I'm not going to let the governor or Ron or you play me for a fool.
No, you're doing a pretty good job of that on your own.
I came to you as a friend. More than that even. And you won't even help me. I'm sorry about that. I truly am.
You remember Rothman Gaffney? He just flashed into my mind. I don't know, it's been happening a lot lately. Bits and pieces of my life just whoosh.
Yeah, I remember him. Linebacker, played for Southside. He's called him Frankenstein because his forehead was so big.
Yeah.
What you got to do with anything?
You remember that night at Gene Phillips' party on Morton Street? You punched him out.
We were knuckleheads, all of us. We're lucky we all didn't wind up in jail.
Yeah. Gaffney got drunk and he tried to feel Gene up, and that pissed me off. And I got in his face. I must have done a pretty good job of it because he backed off. And then when I turned my back to see if Gene was all right, his fist went straight upside my head. That big foot of his would have crashed down on my neck if you hadn't been there.
I wasn't gonna let him cold cock.
I remember everybody congratulating you for standing up to Gaffney. No one ever had before.
That was over 45 years ago. We were kids.
When we were walking to the bus stop, looking over our shoulders every 5 steps to see if Gaffney was coming after us, you said something. You said something that stuck in my mind. You said, as long as we're out here fighting each other, we'll never get anywhere as a people.
I had just finished reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. I was tripping.
What you said then is just as true today, Frank.
Save the trip down memory lane, Zach. It's not going to stop me from doing what I've got to do.
We used to live by those words. You and me. We built our whole political lives around those words.
Didn't always agree.
No, we fought like cats and dogs.
I
sometimes.
remember.
Yeah, it was some wild times.
We had to grow up, grow wiser.
Yeah, now we've grown apart.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
I'm through asking, Zach. Now I'll never beg, even if I wanted to.
That's too bad.
Zach.
At those times when you're angry as